Folks, just going to give a little test 1, 2 here, see if this sound's working. If you're listening out there and you got my number, shoot me a text. Let me know if we're up and live. We're going to work off of a hotspot and one camera, so Dan Inkster's going to be really working overtime here in the second half. But let us know if you can see us and hear us out there on the Ballard Network. 3 minutes to go left here in halftime. Rich Strauss Field, Bombers trail 6-0 to the Comets.
Oh, I need to go see a game at Virginia Tech.
Yeah, enter Sandman, one of the greatest things in college football. I agree.
I mean, if they're both set to 3 seconds, I think you should be fine.
All right, we got some confirmation. Getting text rolling in. We appreciate you guys out there. Feed 100% better. Hasn't been very good, but now seems good, so we appreciate you folks out there for bearing with us. Had some Wi-Fi connectivity issues up here, and that's kind of out of our hands, but the one, the only, the great executive producer Dan Inkster said, here, let me get it on my hotspot on my phone so we can at least get the audio, and now we've got a camera with the visual. So Dan's going to be really operating behind the scenes here in the second half. We're going to try to bring you a great second half. Bombers fought like crazy to only be down 6-0. I feel like the Bombers' defense is much like Dan Inkster. You adapt, adjust, and overcome to any problem that arises. So maybe that's symbolism, whatever you want to call it. But the Bombers got to put a touchdown or some points on the board here in the second half to give the faithful here in the crowd and those of you at home watching, we're in a dogfight.
Yeah.
And we've dodged some bullets. Folks, you didn't see it, and it's a bummer you didn't see it. We threw an interception. Mason threw an interception. Gatchel did. The Comets returned it to about the half-yard line. The Comets had first and goal. The Bomber defense stood up 4 straight plays with an unbelievable goal line stand.
That's right. And I mean, I know it is 6-0 for people that haven't been keeping up with the score from text from other people that might be at the game. The Comets did get a field goal before the end of the first half. And again, thanks to Dan Inkster for bringing out the hotspot. It's not CenturyLink hotspot, it's a Verizon hotspot, so hopefully we can improve on that a little bit. I know some people were questioning what our Wi-Fi usage was. I'm not sure what ours is. It's out of our control.
Right.
But we're trying to make best with what we got. And I know some of you fans probably missed out on some scoring plays. Hasn't been a lot of scoring to really talk about anyways, so hopefully this second half comes with a lot more scoring plays.
The first half was a Pat McAfee special. It was kickers everywhere, right? Kickers and punters. And, Brock, you mentioned we're doing the best with what we've got. I do that every morning when I wake up, bud. Every morning. I just do the best I can with what I got.
You're not the one losing hair at age 23.
But that is true. We saw a picture of Brock on the big screen here. Must have been his senior year. Guy still had hair on the up top.
I still have
He's
some
got
hair.
a little up there. It's a little, we'll call it the peach fuzz up there on the top shelf for the big man. Well, hey, we're gonna see what happens here, folks. So bear with us. I appreciate you guys out there texting me, letting us know. And like I said, not intentional. We want to bring you the best broadcast we can. That's one of the things the Ballard Network prides ourselves on, as being one of the best in the business. And that streams from the top down, and that's why we got one of the best in Dan Inkster here with us. That wind is howling now out of the south. That sweat that I had earlier in the game has now dried up and making me a wee bit chilly up here in the crow's nest. But wind could play a factor in the second half. The Bombers will kick. On your radio dial, it'll be right to left. The Bombers will be kicking to the north end zone here at Rich Strauss Field with the wind.
We're on the radio?
Brock, it's a radio term, and you and I both know we're cut out for radio because we don't have a face for TV.
What do you hey, that's you saying that. I don't know about me.
I got the hair for TV.
Oh, we get it. You don't have the height for it.
Hazy, Brock. Most Hollywood stars are under 5'9". Anyway, I digress.
Oh,
Tom Cruise has made a living his whole life being 5'6.5". All right, here we go.
Hoffman kicks it off, and the second half is underway. North Polk will start with the ball, return from the 2-yard line all the way up to about the 34, 35-yard line before the return man, number 9, Feldman, is brought down.
And that was Waka on the tackle there, and I believe they missed a block in the back on Caden Anderson there. 25 kind of went flailing forward, but hey, that was the freshman Sam Hoffman with the kickoff there, taking on some more duties as the season progresses. Sam's been great on extra points this year. They gave him the kickoff duties. He hit a beauty down there. Bombers on the defensive end here now. Little flip pass to Miller. Yeah, that'll go down as a pass play
Flag
in the books.
Does come out. Showing on the tackle.
Looks like we've got the preliminary call on the field is holding, by golly. We'll take it, Brock. Miller with some good speed around that edge. Do you smell what the Brock is cooking there? That's Miller. Oh, folks, I got him to shake his head, roll his eyes. It means it's going to be a great second half here for the network and for the Bombers. We're just happy to be back live. Knock on
plastic, I guess, because we don't have any.
We're going to roll with it, man. That's what we do. Roll Bombers, roll network. We'll see what happens. Again, we apologize for that wind in the background. We are up here. We're not landing any planes.
We're dealing with everything and anything that's happening
No
tonight.
snow and no rain, and I'll take 65 all day long. Bombers here. Got a break with the holding. That'll be 1st and 15 for the Comets.
Play action. Zosky looking to throw. Almost wrapped up by Sampson.
Had him.
Fires it to Tate. He picks up almost a whole 15 yards, but he gets pushed out of bounds at 5 yards short of the marker. Gain of about 9 or 10 yards.
About 9, and that was Hyman on the tackle, but boy, he was close to being over the line of scrimmage when he threw that ball. He was towing that line right there, was Zosky.
Second down.
Sampson had him in the crosshairs, just couldn't get him wrapped up.
Here comes the pressure from the Bombers. Waka looking to tackle, able to get the pass away though, and there is Jochen able to pick up the first down for the Comets. Gain of 7 for the Comets. And, you know, Waka was there on the pressure. It looked like he hesitated for a second there.
Brock, you're reading my
pressure.
mind. Yeah, he almost chopped his feet like he thought Zosky was going to get rid of it quicker, got his hands up. If he'd have pedaled down, might have got the sack, but you just don't know. And Jackson Waka was right there. The blitz that the Bomber defense, the coaching staff, Coach Smith up here in the box drew up, beautiful. Just didn't quite get there, and then they got the first down. So penalty was all for naught.
Close to midfield. Comets looking to make some noise.
There we go.
And there's a sack by the Bomber defense, number 65.
That was Landon Carson. Carson with a late night show there. No relation to Johnny Carson, but could be. Welcome to the Ed Sullivan Show. And Landon Carson with a great sack. Bombers drawing up some pressure, bringing it from different angles.
And we saw that against DCG a couple of weeks ago when the Bombers are able to bring pressure. They're able to get stops on the defensive side. We'll see if they keep that up here as it is second down and long.
Yeah, you know, that's the thing. The defensive, offensive linemen, they're sometimes called the big uglies. Big uglies up front on the defensive line doing the job for the Bombers. And Jack Nelson couldn't wrap him up.
Tate's able to pick up 8 yards. Will bring up 3rd down and 9.
I'll tell you this, Jack Nelson wants that one back. Sparks was on the tackle there, but Jack Nelson left his feet, didn't chop his feet, ran through the tackle. Jack makes that tackle 9 times out of 10. We've seen that all year from him. He'll clean that up.
So 3rd down and 9 early on here in the second half of this football game. 9:35 left in the third. Zosky and the Comets looking to get a first down. Bombers on the other end trying to get a stop here.
Where's Miller?
Play action. Zosky looking to throw. Hesitates. Almost brought down for a sack. This
there
time
he
he's
is.
brought down by the Bomber defense. The pressure gets to him. And a 4th down upcoming.
That was Sampson and Hedrick. The law firm of Sampson and Hedrick in there closing the door on the Comets. What a big third down get off there for the Bomber defense. These guys have came to play this evening. Absolutely phenomenal defense here from the Bombers. Field position, get a nice return here from Rouse, and let's let the Bomber offense cook. Get away from it.
The punt almost hit Sparks. I'm not going to say, like, I think that was as close as it can get without it hitting a player.
Absolutely, and for those of us in Central Iowa that are fans of the Cyclones and the Hawkeyes, we've seen that happen.
Yes.
We've seen that happen here in recent memory, but great field position for the Bombers. We take over at, looks like about the 35.5, 36-yard line. I'm going to tell you right now, Brock, if I'm on this sideline for the Bombers, I'm Coach Howard, I'm taking a shot right now with Landy.
First play?
I'm taking a shot right now down the field with Landy.
Well, Landy's on the left side. First down and 10. We'll see if the Bombers do that here or if they draw something up. Quick pass to Landy on a slant, able to pick up a first down and maybe 3 extra yards.
Looks like there was Manick with the tackle, but I'm going to tell you right now, that was requesting a flyby, negative Ghost Rider patterns full, because Gatchel buzzed that one right by the ear hole of what looked like number 18 for the Comets, Jacob Phillips. I mean, he threw that right through his hands and around his helmet. Great catch by Landy, good concentration.
First down again.
He's got it.
Gatchel has a man deep. It's Sidness. It is caught inside the 15.
There he is, down with the Sidness again.
What a pass. What a play for the Ballard Bombers.
Taking shots. That was Sidness with a big catch. Nice throw there by Mason. Another zone buster down the seam. Second time we've seen it from Sidness. Good protection by the Bomber front there on the offensive side, and here we are. By golly, here we are in the red zone, and the Bombers in the red tonight. Wow, what a big play there from Gatchel to Sidness.
First down and 10, ball on the 12. Bombers looking to get on the scoreboard for the first time tonight. Gatchel, option pitch, still looking, rolls to the left side, gets a block from Rouse. Maybe a yard, if not got back to the line. It looks like he actually lost a yard. So he does lose a yard. It'll bring up second down and 11.
You know, we didn't get the edge there. We didn't get the edge guy hooked. They set the edge, so we extended it out. Mason wanted to turn it up, was looking to pitch it right away to Eli. Wasn't there. But you know what? We live to play another down instead of forcing a pitch, forcing a bad play. Gatchel with a smart one there. Wildcat here now from the Bombers. Rouse and Hedrick in the backfield. Gatchel over here underneath the numbers on the field side.
Rouse runs to the right side, following the blockers. He's got a lane, cuts up, picks up a gain of about 7
yards.
7 or 8 yards. It will be third down and short. 4 down territory if you're the Bombers.
Well, I don't know. With the way our defense is playing, and young Sammy Hoffman's got a decent leg, we'll see what happens here. Unique situation here, but you know what? Bombers came out second half. Defense made a stand. The offense had a game plan. They've executed it so far. Crucial third down here for the Bombers as they're still in that Wildcat. Maybe look for Rouse to throw one here.
Rouse runs over to the left side, cuts up the middle, able to get the first down for the Bombers.
Oh, it's going to be close depending on the spot. If it's a right foot or a left foot spot here.
According to the official, I'm pretty sure it's a first down.
Well, this guy on our sideline, but the guy that on the towards where the sticks are, like I said, I think we got a left foot spot out of him, and we needed the left foot spot out of the side judge on our side. This is where not going under center, you know, for a QB sneak or the old tush push, as we've been hearing all kinds of things about.
Is that legal, though, in high school sports? Are you allowed to push it?
You can push the pile, and we're just short, and I'll tell you, I don't think we got a great spot there. Not favorable at all. Not a favorable spot if you're a Bomber fan. Decision time here for Coach Howard.
Haven't kicked the field goal really all year, so wouldn't be shocked if they bring out the offense. It'll be more interesting to see what the offense comes out with.
The formation, I agree. Are we going to see Wildcat here again, which I think we will? Yeah, it looks like we're going to have
6:40 Clock is rolling left in the third quarter. I know this is only the third quarter, but this could be a huge
play here for the Bombers.
Fourth down and very short play for the Ballard Bomber offense.
Two-back set here with double tight ends. Got the heavy package in for the Bombers.
Run play up the middle for Gatchel. He may have gotten stopped. We'll see depending on the spot. We got Bomber players pointing for a first down. It is really close. It looked like he got wrapped up right away, so we'll see.
We're going to have a measurement again, and we're not getting any favors. He got stopped early, but the second effort from Gatchel may have gotten him there.
At first glance, it doesn't look like it might be in the Bombers' favor.
I don't think it is either, Brock. It's going to be close.
But there's a reason I'm wearing glasses, and hopefully I'm wrong again.
If we can take one link out of that chain, it makes a difference. First down, Bombers.
First down, Bombers.
Oh, Nelly. That's a gutsy run there by Gatchel. The little push maybe from the backside with Hedrick. Teammates, classmates. Guys spend a lot of time together. That's a gritty, gutty call to go for it. Got 4 more downs. Got to punch it in here, right?
This is the most important drive of the game for the Bombers so far tonight. Early in the third quarter, we're close to the 6-minute mark. Bombers knocking on the end zone's door. Rouse takes the snap, runs it to the left side, trying to push his way forward. He's still going. Is he in?
He's in. That's a touchdown, Eli Rouse.
Touchdown, Bombers. Eli Rouse takes it to the house. And the Bombers have the chance to take a 1-point lead with a PAT attempt.
What a great drive by the Bombers. Started out the second half with a great defensive stand, had some things go against us. We overcome, and the Bombers drive it right down the field. A nice 65-yard drive, 2 nice pass plays, and Rouse finishes it off with the run, looking for Hoffman to put the exclamation point on.
PAT attempt is up and good. And look, you can just see the energy from the Ballard Bombers right here. Finally on the scoreboard tonight, and that touchdown and PAT attempt helps the Bombers take a 1-point lead.
I'll tell you what right now, Brock, juice, right? We talk about juice, bring the juice. The defense got a break, fresh out of the second half, got a nice drive there from the offense. The O-line did just enough with pass protection, just enough in the run game to get us there. But what a big run on 4th down by Gatchel. What a great run out of the Wildcat by Rouse. The Bombers lead the Comets here with under 6 to go in the third quarter. You know what, as they say, it's, you know, I think it's a Navy SEAL term, never out of the fight, right? Never out of the fight. And, you know, kudos to the freshman Sammy Hoffman. We picked him up off the soccer team. I think his parents were a little leery about, hey, we're not sure about this football thing. But he's become a team favorite, a fan favorite.
He's got amazing cleats.
He's got great cleats. You can't miss him out there. And you know he was nervous. That was the most nerve-wracking PAT he's had all year. Let's see if he can use some of that adrenaline and pin him back deep here. We got ourselves a ball game, Brock. We got ourselves a ball game.
Hoffman with the kick. He kicks it deep. It's a good one. Caught around the 1-yard line. Comets looking to make some noise.
You betcha.
And there is the Bomber return team defense there with the pressure.
Looks like Anderson, Caden Anderson, great tackle. Hedrick was right there to pick up the pieces as well, but nice boot there from the freshman, young Hoffman.
And we've seen this before.
I love it. Coach Holkel giving him love down there too.
This team, when they pick up momentum, you can see it, you can feel it from the sidelines.
Absolutely.
And right now they feel like they have the momentum on their side.
You know, maybe it's the karma, maybe it's the stream working. We're going to give Dan Inksler all the credit on this one. By golly. Now the defense with the lead right now, playing with the lead for the first time all night.
First down and 10. It looks like they bring back in Postal.
It is Postal.
Hand up the middle. And, man, that could have been a very dangerous run from Tate. Brought down by Hedrick.
Yeah, B.J. Tate, he's got a lot. He's got a pile of yards. They just get that crease for him in that little zone scheme, and it doesn't take much room for him, and he just skedaddles right through there. Probably a touchdown-saving tackle from Hedrick because he had nothing but green. Here he goes again.
Trying to spin up the middle, but he's brought down by Schoen as well as Hedrick again. So it'll bring up second down and short with 5:24 left in the third quarter. We're going to try our best to keep you updated on the time since we don't have that on the scoreboard tonight. Again, we've had issues with a lot of our streaming equipment tonight, trying to bring you the best stream as possible. And, you know, right now it's working. Hopefully we can keep the same for the rest of the game.
Miller in motion. The keeper, Sampson, out of his boots there. Postal with the run.
Great wrap up from Landy, but able to pick up the first down as Postal for the North Polk Comets. And just like that, North Polk slowly creeping their way back into this. We've seen them able to move down the field pretty easily against this Bomber defense, but the Bomber defense so far tonight has only held them to 6 points.
Yep.
2 field goals to be exact.
Don't break here. Comets want to play with pace.
Oh.
And they're a little early. Somebody squeaked a little early over there on the Comet side. False start.
Bring back 5 yards. First down and 15 now for the Comets.
You know, and that may be just what the doctor ordered there for the Bombers. Kind of slow them down. Like I said, when they get going, the Comets like to play with a lot of pace. Keep the pressure on the defense in more ways than one.
Clock is rolling. 4:40 left in the third quarter. Bombers lead by 1. 7-6 here in Rich Strauss Field and the beautiful town of Huxley, Iowa on this Friday night.
Look for maybe a little run blitz here. Postal out of that shotgun.
Hand off to Tate
there
again, and he's met right
That's
away.
Jack Nelson.
Jack Nelson says, "How do you do?" and brings him down.
How do you do? Jack Nelson gave him the full Nelson on that one. Takes him down for basically a no gain on that play. Again, we saw Jack miss one earlier. He didn't miss that one.
9 times out of 10, he makes those tackles.
Not one of the leading tacklers in the state for nothing. Bombers again, second and long. Where's Miller at? He's in the slot back here.
Hand off to Tate over to the left side. He's got a room, able to break free, picks up a first down. There's Nelson able to push him out of bounds.
That's a great counter tray play there from North Polk.
Is able to make a statement on that play. Picks up the first down, and man, this drive has been all Tate so far.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Tate's getting a little breather there on the sideline. Looks like Johnson's in for him now.
Watch out for play action.
Excuse me.
Fakes the handoff, Postal up the middle. He's got a crease, able to pick up another 10-plus yard gain. 11 this time before being brought down.
Chase Eiley in there with the tackle. Right now the Bombers are getting creased up front. Going to either have to bring maybe a little run blitz here or bring in that 50 front. As we see Walker walk up to the line with 5 down linemen now with 2 down linemen with 3 walk-up linebackers. Pass play. Oh, Rhett Hedrick. Rhett read that like a book. Hit him right in the chest. Nice play by Hedrick. He was a quick drop. Read Postal's eyes, stopped on the blitz, and boy, that would have been a nice interception.
Great effort, though, either way.
You bet.
He's not the tallest guy on the field, but able to basically look like he was 7 feet on that play.
Absolutely. Made himself really big, Rhett did there. Great play.
Handoff to Foster. He runs to the left side following his blockers, but only able to pick up a yard at most, and will bring up third down.
Yep, same play there we saw with Tate earlier. Looked like Eiley on that tackle. Tate's just a little quicker to that edge, right? They ran that counter tray, brought them big old horses out there, 74-62. We strung it out. If they get the edge, they get the corner down the sideline. If we can just keep the edge and string it out. In the football world, you call spill it, right? Spill it to the outside, spill your guy. That's what we did there.
Officially no gain according to the spot, so it's third down and 10. Ball on the 27 for North Polk. They trail by 1, 2:42 left in the third quarter.
Heavy set
Great
in.
option.
That's actually a quarterback with the counter there. It's a good play call there.
Able to pick up the first down, Postal for the Comets. And, I mean, great read right there. I mean, we've seen a lot of Tate on this drive, and Postal this time takes the ball, gains enough for a first down. I think he gained 11 officially. 2:30 left in the third quarter, and it's another first down for North Polk. Coaches on the North Polk sideline still barking out orders. 7 seconds on the play clock.
Tell you what, Coach DeBrink is really drawing up some nice plays. Tate again just kind of sneaks through the grasp of Henry Christensen.
Gain of 2 brings up 2nd down and 8. 1:55 left in the third quarter. This has been a great football game, even though there hasn't been a lot of scoring. And I know a lot of you haven't been able to see a lot of the scoring. We're trying to bring as much as possible with this Wi-Fi situation that we're in. 2nd down, 8 to go. Postal waits to snap. Miller in motion. They hand it to Tate. He runs up the middle, pushing his way forward. Picks up a good gain. It will bring up 3rd down and short. But another great run from Tate. BJ Tate has been all over on this drive for the Comets. 1:15 left in the third quarter. Would be a huge momentum swinging drive if North Polk is able to score here before the end of the third. Bombers, though, looking to get a stop.
Quarterback keeper Henry Christensen.
What a tackle from Christensen. Number 99, able to drop him for a loss, and it brings up 4th down.
Big Henry with a single leg right there. Just took him right down. That was, I'll tell you what, if Henry doesn't get him, I think he might score there, Brock. What a great play by Big Hank Christensen.
Winner is coming.
Winner is coming, that is true.
Christensen already ready for wrestling season.
You bet. Bloomquist here into the win. He got, what, a 27-yarder. He's got plenty of leg.
Pressure. Vitzum and Landy were there.
It's no good.
It's no good.
It's no good.
Looks good from our end.
I missed it too, Brock. I'm not going to lie to you. I missed it too, but that's why those guys are underneath that goalpost. Whew. Another great stand by the Bomber defense. The bend, don't break. Bend, don't break.
So what was a very methodical, old-fashioned run kind of drive for North Polk turns into 0 points after the missed field goal. Great effort from the Bomber defense, more specifically Henry Christensen on that 3rd down play that, like you said, probably would have been a touchdown if he didn't come up with that tackle.
Yep, he squirted outside and Henry just got him picked, and big play from Henry.
27 seconds left in the third quarter. Bombers with the ball. Rouse runs it to the left side. He's pushing his way forward. Bomber offensive lineman helping him, and he's able to pick up the first down. Great effort from Rouse and great effort from the Bomber offensive line. Clock is rolling. We'll see if they run another play. Doesn't look like they're in any hurry. 10 seconds left. Looks like they're going to take this into the fourth quarter as the clocks hit 0. Buckle up, ladies and gentlemen. We still got one more quarter of football to play.
Baby.
Bombers lead 7-6 against the North Polk Comets here in Rich Strauss Field in Huxley, Iowa.
I'll tell you what, our offensive line kind of bouncing around, got a little swagger right now. You like to see the pep in the step. We've got to rely on the run game now. Going against this win, we've got to win the line of scrimmage, right? We talked about it prior to. I wrote it down at halftime. Now's the time, right? Now's the time for the Bombers to kind of impose their will and see what we can get done. That was a great first down play. Rouse found the hole, and then we pushed him for another 12, 13 yards. We'll take 6 yards every crack.
So it will be Bombers ball on the 33 to start the fourth quarter of play. We want to give a shout out to Flight Bar and Grill for sponsoring our streams this year. Their sponsorship helps us keep all of our streams free for your viewing pleasure, and that includes middle school sports, high school sports, ranging from freshman basketball to varsity cheerleading performances at halftime during our basketball and football games.
Absolutely. Again, we appreciate the folks over there at Flight, Matt and Marianne. They do a great job. Luster in
First
motion.
down. Handoff, Rouse spins up the middle, able to pick up a gain of 3 before being tackled and brought down.
Looks like we might have a cramp out here for one of the offensive linemen. We can't get that negotiated out. you know, we'll take 3 or 4 a crack here with Rouse. That was a little delayed handoff.
So a little reset here from tonight's action. Game started out pretty much old-fashioned football, not a lot of scoring. North Polk was able to get 2 field goals, one off of a, no, they did not score off of that turnover. Gatchel did have a second quarter interception, but the Bomber defense was able to put up the pressure and get a goal line stand on 4th down. However, North Polk was able to score their second field goal right before the end of the half. And third quarter of play, Bombers scored on a great offensive drive set up from the passing game, and it ended with a rushing touchdown from Eli Rouse. And then on the other end, North Polk had a great drive going. They were going down the field. They were in scoring position. And then Henry Christensen, one of the biggest plays this season for the Bombers, able to get a huge stop by tackling Postal on that 3rd down run to the left side, which led to a missed field goal. And that is where we are at right now. 7-6, Bombers lead, and with the ball. Pitch play over to Rouse on the right side. Looks like he got tackled for a loss of about 2.
And Lincoln Miller just didn't get his head across there, which Lincoln's got to get his head across so we can get the edge set for us to get going.
So 3rd down and long for the Ballard Bombers here. Bombers with the lead. They would like to pick up a 1st down and hopefully extend this lead on this drive. On the other end, Comets looking to force a turnover or a stop here to get the ball back and hopefully take the lead in the 4th quarter. Play action. Gatchel has to roll to the left side. He is pressured, still rolling over, looking, hesitates, and he is taken out of bounds.
Could be extra there.
Might be a late hit.
Could be extra there. Not going to get the call on the wrong sideline probably to get that one, but that's all right. But you know what? Kudos to Mason there. Evaded the pressure, rolled out, looked down the field, didn't see anything, held on to the football. Guess what? We punted it away. Let our defense play. Need a good snap here from Mr. Cleverly. Execution here on special teams is going to be crucial, as we just saw with the missed field goal for the Comets.
And the wind definitely not in the favor of the Bombers punt team in this quarter of play. We'll see what Warg is able to do here, as it looks like North Polk's going to pressure. Great effort. And the punt is away, bounces at the 40-yard line. Bomber bounce all the way to the 20-yard line.
There we go.
As it will be stopped, and that's where North Polk will take over. What looked like a short punt got a favorable bounce from the Bombers' side of the ball, and North Polk takes over with the possession in the 4th quarter.
We'll take it, Brock, right? We'll take every break we can get right now. Whew. For a 7-6 game, a lot of action in this game. You know, this is kind of just your old school dogfight. You know, district game, rivals just 15 miles down the road. Comets come in as pretty big favorites. The Bombers are just counting crows, hanging around, man, hanging around this town. Looking to get Tate in the flat. Oh, and they saw him. That's a good read. That's Miller.
Miller picks up the 1st down, able to break a couple more tackles before being tackled around the 41-yard line. Sorry, I got a little sidetracked because
Zowski's back in the game.
Checks back in, so North Polk's been going with both Postal and Zowski.
It almost looks like Postal may be more their running QB, as we've kind of seen it here a little bit. And Zowski found Miller there. I thought he was looking for Tate in the flat, but Miller just kind of sat in that little zone, made himself available, and now B.J. Tate. Going to probably see a dose of him here now.
Wrapped up by
Sampson
alongside Waka. Brings up 2nd down.
About a 7-yard gain there for Tate. Tate's got to be averaging almost 10 yards a carry tonight.
He's had a great game.
He has.
And again, we mentioned stats don't really show how good this running back is. You look at him versus Rouse on paper, and Rouse blows him out of the water with the stats. But however, this guy tonight has been making a statement on the run game.
Yeah, making that number 20 proud, a little Barry Sanders-esque.
So he gets the carry again. It looks like he'll be close to the first down, but there is a flag, so we'll see what the call is. It was thrown right away.
Might have an illegal formation maybe, unless we were in the neutral zone.
Which in that case would be brutal for the Bombers, as it would be, I think, enough for the first down for the Comets. Instead, it is a false start for the Comets, and I'll bring it back 5 yards. Again, with how close this game has been, you mentioned old school football. It's the little things that are going to get these teams the win tonight. Right now, the Bombers are looking to capitalize on a little mistake from the North Polk offense. Second down and about 9 now for North Polk. Zowski awaits the snap. Tate to the left side of him. 9:35 left in the fourth quarter. There's the snap. Tate gets it on the handoff over to the right side. He makes a great move on the outside, able to almost pick up the first down. I think he stopped about a yard or two short.
The Comets set that edge on that outside zone play, and it's almost like a counter, and they've killed us with it all night long. When we get into our 3-man front, when we get into that 50 front with 5 down linemen and bring a little bit more run blitz pressure, I guess you could say, we kind of get him stretched out, we spill it. But when we're in our regular defense, like we got our 3 down linemen now, this is trouble for us. Look for that same play here just to this side, because Sullivan's going to set the edge here with Sampson.
So third down and very short. Bombers looking
bringing pressure
to bring pressure, but Tate gets it and picks up the first down. Didn't need a lot, got just enough to pick up the first down for North Polk, and the chains will move. And we look at the clock, 8:41. The clock will start rolling on the official's call.
This is a clock eater right now. If you're Bobrink, you're Tubrink, you just want to run the clock, and they got a good kicker, right? You know, he's missed one into the wind, but Bombers got to make something happen.
Yeah, especially when you're down 1. Zowski fires it over to the right side. It falls through the hands of number 2, I think it was. Oh, actually number 7.
Number 7, Figgins.
And so it falls incomplete. Looked like he threw it just behind him on that curl route.
Almost looked like Riggins there. Like, wonder if he's got his own body shops. Figgins Riggs, you know. It was a little Friday Night Lights action. Riggins Riggs. Oh, that's the fake to Tate. Zowski with the keeper.
Gets out of bounds, pushed out by Chance Landy. And you know what? Great effort there by Landy to not show too much pressure or too much aggressiveness on that tackle, as they know they're on the sideline of North Polk, and you know, you don't want a late hit call in that situation. So it brings up third down and short. Another third down and very, very short. Wouldn't be shocked if BJ Tate, the running back for North Polk, gets the handoff here. Miller in motion. Instead, they give it to Miller. He finds
just enough
yards to pick up the first down. And again,
it's that little touch pass, right? I think it goes in the stats as a pass play, but it's like not really a handoff, but there's not a lot to go wrong. Miller is quick around that corner. Miller and Tate, similar styles. You know, they're both just quick and explosive, and it really gives them an edge on the edge.
First down, 10. Clock is not rolling because he was pushed out of bounds, so it's 8:05 left in the fourth quarter. Bombers lead by 1, so all North Polk needs is 3 to take the lead.
Bombers could use a turnover here.
And a flag called.
False start, I believe. I think we were early in the backfield. Tate got a little anxious.
So bring it back 5 yards. First down and long.
All right, Bombers got a break there, right? First and long, just on our side of the 50.
Big time possession for both teams. Bombers looking to get a stop here. North Polk looking to retake the lead.
Bringing pressure, the Bombers do.
There's Miller on the right side. he is met after gaining those 5 yards back from the penalty, so it will be 2nd down and 10.
Waka put the smackdown on him there, and Landy whiffed on the tackle. That's going to drive Coach Hochul nuts, that secondary, because he talked about tackling, bringing our feet, right? When we lunge and lose our feet, they run right through arm tackles. Break down, settle your feet, square him up. But 2nd and 10 here.
Hand off to Tate, and he is met
Timed it just
right away. That is Jack Nelson with authority on that tackle.
Authority on the tackle there from Nelson. Brody Sampson's got to be careful. A little extracurricular there away from the play. We don't need anything crazy here for the Bombers. Got him in 3rd and long. Just need to play solid defense. Play within our ears, Brock. Within our ears. Use our brains. Play together. Play sound fundamental football. Great play by Jack Nelson. Great call by the defensive coordinator up here in the booth. Timed it perfect.
3rd down and long. Zowski looking to throw. Looks to set up a screen. He's got a man over to the left side. He dives for extra yardage, but I think he's a yard or 2 short. That is number 4, Yokman on the catch. But great effort from Vitsum and the Bomber defense, able to stop him short from the 1st down yardage.
Yoakum just snuck underneath there, and we just missed the QB sack. Huge 4th down here for the Bombers on the defensive side. You bring pressure here, Brock. You absolutely bring pressure here. And if it's me, you might see 2 things. You're going to see something quick in the pass game out here to Miller, or maybe a QB keep with Vosky.
And we've seen that.
Or with Zosky, excuse me. Yeah, looks like we've got a timeout over there on the North Polk sideline maybe.
And very lucky timeout, as that ball was not going to be caught from the snap.
No, it was not.
So that probably would have been a turnover on downs, but fortunately for North Polk, they do get the timeout. So 6:44 left in the 4th quarter. 7-6 is the score. Not a score you see on an average football game day anymore.
No, not anymore, Brock. This has been a defensive battle, to say the least. All 3 phases right now for the Bombers are clicking. No bigger play in the game for sure tonight, and maybe for the season for the Bombers right here in this district matchup. We got 4th and a long 4, we'll call it. Short 5. And Coach DeBrink over there wanted to make sure they got the right play called. But if you're the Bombers, I'm bringing pressure. I'm bringing pressure. And I'm letting my guys do what they do best, and that's pin their ears back and make a play. Because you never want to take aggressiveness away from Sampson or Nelson or Christensen or Hedrick.
Here we go. 4th down, 4 to go. North Polk needs to pick up this 1st down if they want to keep their hopes alive in this game. 6:44 left.
If you're watching,
still a lot of ball
folks,
game to go, but this is
your
a huge play.
On your feet at home, folks. Looks like we're going to bring pressure off the edge.
Zowski looks to throw. Here's the pressure from
Sampson.
Sampson.
What a great play.
He swats it away.
That was Sparks. Caleb Sparks came off the edge. Great play, getting his hands up in the air. Outstanding job, Sparks. The Sparks are flying right now for the Bombers.
Whew. He came in so quickly, I can't count that quickly.
Holy smokes.
That number came in.
What an outstanding play. Way to dial it up on the defensive side. And Sparks, with a heady play, knew he couldn't get there for the sack. Looking for Miller on that short game over there. Didn't happen. Now the offensive line. This is where your bread is buttered. Dig in, big horses, and let's get something done.
After that 4th down stop, here's a pitch play. He's actually looking to throw. Rouse has Landy.
That should be a flag.
Throws him. Bombers looking for a flag, but no call there.
I think if Chance would have stopped, he would have ran him right over and got the flag. However, I believe if you don't touch him, you don't have to look for the ball. So Eli just underthrew him. If he throws it to green grass, Landy's still running.
We might be looking
crazy.
at 6.
Absolutely.
Oh, that was a great play call, though, from the Bombers after that 4th down stop. So still 2nd down and 10 to go. 6:35 left in this 4th quarter of this amazing football game.
I like the aggressive play call, and it may be questioned later, but you never know.
Gatchel thought about throwing it, now runs it up the middle to the right side, able to pick up a gain of about 6. And hey, you mentioned it in the first quarter. We can see it. Gatchel has made improvements on his decision making, and that was one of the best decisions he's made all night.
Yep, absolutely. Couldn't have said it any better, Brock. He looked, he didn't like what he saw, tucked it, ran, got positive yards. The maturation process that we're seeing here, and from last week to this week, we had the snafu early. Great play, because you know what? Mason realized, hey, my defense is pretty good. Let's give them a chance, right? And give us a chance in 3rd and short here to see what happens.
Roll out. Gatchel looking to throw, still looking, fires it away, and that will fall incomplete. I mean,
that's okay.
The pressure was there, so it's better than a sack.
Absolutely better than a sack. You maybe want to see a little clock being eaten up there. We threw it on 2 of the 3 downs, but the first one, again, aggressive play call. If it works, we're celebrating. And that's the beauty, the blessing, and the curse of being a head coach in the offensive coordinator, because you got to make those calls. And if they work, you go down in the annals of history. If they don't, well, then you get criticized. But that's part of the game, right?
Huge punt here from Warg. Fair catch is called and caught by the North Polk Comets. That was Yokeman on the fair catch call. 5:37 left in this 4th quarter. Comets with the ball. They're down 1 right now against the Bombers here in Huxley, Iowa. And man,
I'll tell you what, Brock, this has been a hell of a game. I mean, I can't say it any other way than that. This has been a heck of a ball game. And both teams are competing their tails off. And it's the beauty of high school sports. It's the beauty of Friday Night Lights. You can't ask for anything more if you're a football fan in Central Iowa tonight on a beautiful evening from Rich Strauss Field.
1st down and 10. Miller in motion. Here's the snap. Play action. There's Postal. Checks back in. He gives it to Miller. That is a loss of yards. So interesting play call there.
Agreed. Interesting play call. Waka on the tackle. Interesting formula here from the Comets going back to Postal. We've seen Zosky have good success throwing the ball. We thought Postal was their running guy. Well, then they try to flip it out there. But good play by Henry Christensen. Again, our D linemen are improving as far as understanding when the ball's coming out quick. And Jack Nelson looks like he's bringing pressure. Mistimed it by a fuzz.
Postal fires it deep. He has a man
almost
to Yokeman. That probably would have been a touchdown for North Polk, but Postal just barely overthrows him.
And you don't see that much out of Chance Landy, but he got caught with his feet in the turf, and it looked like the 45-yard line just reached up and grabbed him by the ankles and held him for a second. But Postal overthrew him with the wind, of course. But you know what? 3rd and long here for the Bombers. Get off the field on 3rd down. Get off the field on 3rd down for the Bomber faithful. Again, the folks here in the Rich Strauss Field at the stadium letting it be known the student section's been outstanding tonight for the Bombers. Big 3rd down play here.
Postal takes the snap, fires it quickly. There's a screen pass to Yoakum. He's looking to gain the 1st down, but he is tackled, I think, a couple yards short.
Just short. Going to be a 4th down decision here again.
Gain of 14. It will bring up 4th down and 1.
They're going to go for it here.
I think you got to with
Coach DeBrink, yep.
38 and counting down on the scoreboard.
Good play call there. Great play call there. That screen game's been giving us fits a little bit, They kind of run a little misdirection, and it's because they've got Tate, they've got Miller, and then they've got Yoakum. They've got some playmakers.
4th down, 1, ball on the 44. Comets down on the scoreboard. They need this right here with 4:12 left. Postal trying to go up the middle, breaks the tackle.
Walker just missed him.
Still going, and it looks like he will
twice.
pick up the 1st down, able to break a couple tackles as Postal, and he picks up the crucial 1st down for the Comets. Man, that's a heartbreaker if you're the Bombers.
We just swung and missed twice there. We had him in the crosshairs. Just 4 minutes to go, 4:01 on the clock. The folks at home that are watching, we kind of got caught up in the moment. We forgot we don't have the scoreboard up on the screen, so we apologize. You bet. Big 4th down conversion there from the Comets.
Postal
another screen.
Tries to get it to Yoakum. It falls incomplete. And It will bring up second down. So 3:58 now left in the fourth quarter. Again, we'll try to keep that as up to date as possible.
Yes.
Again, right now we are just happy that we're able to bring you this game
thank
right
you.
now.
And you know what it tells me, folks, is you're home watching, you're listening. We appreciate the feedback, and thank you for keeping us on our toes. We're doing the best we can, but man, Waka just missed him, and Landy had him as well. That would have been a huge play, but guess what? On to the next one. Second and long here. Bombers still in favorable position. Bringing pressure.
Hand
they
off.
pick it up.
No.
It's faked.
And
that's Henry Christensen.
Christensen on the tackle.
He is having a whale of a game right now up front. Henry Christensen doing the high knees, feeling the, if this was Happy Gilmore doing the bull dance, feeling the flow, that's Henry Christensen right now.
You could say he's in his happy place right now.
Absolutely, he's in his happy place.
Hopefully he can stay in that mode as it's third down and 10, 3:33 left in the fourth quarter. Bombers up 1 on the scoreboard against North Polk. North Polk needs this first down to keep their hopes alive.
Bombers are man-to-man. Eiley with Miller. Waka bringing pressure, can't get there.
Postal looking, fires it away, has a man. Is it completed?
Oh, he called it
what
completed.
A catch from
what
Yoakum.
A great catch
that
there
will be
from
good
Yoakum.
enough for a first down.
Wow, that's a heck of a catch. Nothing but hands there from Yoakum.
What a catch, and that was literally as close to a first down as it can get.
The Bomber faithful down here doesn't love the call, but what an effort by Yoakum.
3:12 left in the fourth quarter. Postal looking to throw on first down. After picking up the first down, he's looking to go deep, and I mean deep, and it falls incomplete. Number 21, Charlie bunkers the intended receiver, but it
Charlie
falls
bunkers.
Incomplete.
Whew.
It was right there, maybe an inch or two ahead of him.
Picking on the sophomore Chase Eiley, but Chase was there with a little help from his partner Dylan Schoen. Couple of sophomores back there making their presence known for the Bombers. Postal still back there slinging it around.
Brings up second down.
Just a tick over 3 minutes to go here in the fourth.
Fakes
Postal
the
with
handoff.
the
Postal
keeper.
runs to the right side. He's got blockers, able to keep fighting his way forward after first contact by a Bomber defender. He falls out of bounds. I think he gained almost 9.
About 8 yards on the play there, and Waka just got a piece of him, got him stumbled up. Clock stops, it looks like.
As he falls out of bounds. So 2:57 left in the fourth quarter. Third down and 2 for the Comets again.
Bombers got to draw up something special. There's Tate.
Up the middle to the left side. First down, tackle by Sparks and Hedrick, but still a first down for North Polk. And again, they got a kicker, so
absolutely
all they need is this field goal to take the lead, and he did miss one in the third quarter.
Clock should be running here. 2:49 to go.
Postal play action, looking to throw. I think he's going to run it here. He runs to the left side, looking for a lane.
Fumble!
Does
Ball's
have
on
one.
the turf!
Ball's
on the
loose.
turf! Oh my goodness. Holy smokes.
BJ Tate able to recover it for the Bombers.
Oh boy. Postal was carrying that thing like a loaf of bread. The clock should be running. The clock should be running. I'm not sure why it stopped. The clock should be running. The clock should be running. I'm not sure what's going on. The clock should be running. The clock should be running.
So it's stuck at 2:35. Clock should be running.
The clock should have been running this entire
it should have
time.
been like 15 seconds off the clock right now.
They've wound it now. I'm not sure what the confusion was there.
Either way, second down and long.
Not getting any favors done for us here at Rich Strauss. Now we're going to talk about it.
Timeout called by the Bombers here after that fumble that was recovered by the North Polk offense. So it will be second down and 17.
It might have had some confusion on the field from the officials. I just assumed the clock was going to run. They might have thought it went out of bounds with it. The Bombers recovered, so change of possession would call for a clock stoppage. However, it wasn't, but the clock should have continued to run until there's a signal from the people on the field.
Did you watch the Thursday night game last night?
I did not.
I watched
the
third quarter.
Oh yes,
the
with the
Packers
long pass
had
play.
0-0-0 on the clock, and it ended up not favoring. Like Green Bay still lost the game.
Yeah,
However,
sure.
I think I'm seeing a repeat like this. Oh,
Well,
hopefully that doesn't come back into play later on, but
absolutely. But you know, they did run the 16 seconds here. We called the timeout, but I'm still not sure what happened there. I mean, and we don't get an explanation, which is fine. But 2nd and long here. Now, here's what I'm thinking right now. If you're the Bombers, this is what your coaching staff just went over and said: screen game, screen game, screen game. And if you're a D lineman, now if you're Henry Christensen, you're Jackson Waka, you're Brody Sampson. If it seems too good to be true, it probably is. If they let you run free, chop your feet, get your hands ready, and ready to make a play here.
Bomber fans getting into it. Both sides are getting into this game.
If you're at home, folks,
2:19 left in the 4th quarter.
Buckle up. We're in for a 2-minute drill here.
Postal hands it. No, fakes the handoff. He's going to run to the right side. He is wrapped up and brought down by Sparks.
Was that Sparks again? I'll tell you what. In the words of Katy Perry, he's a firework. He's a Sparks. Anyway, he's on fire right now. Another great play from Sparks there for the Bombers. Caleb came to play in the 4th quarter, baby.
3rd down and 17. Clock is rolling. We are at 1:54 left in this high intensity of a 4th quarter here in Huxley, Iowa. Comets with the ball. They're looking to take the lead again, but the Bombers looking to get a stop.
Screen game here, screen game here.
Postal looking to throw. He fires it away. Falls incomplete.
Incomplete to Yoakum, but I got to believe it's 4-down territory. It has to be. There's only 1:36 on the clock here,
They've already used the timeout as well, so this might do it here. 4th down and 17.
I got to believe Coach DeBrink's going to call a timeout. He's got to get the right play call in here. Biggest play in the Bombers season right now. And you know we're 2-3. But here we are right now, district play. And they're gonna roll with it here. They're gonna no timeout called.
8 seconds on the play clock.
Coach DeBrink maybe looking for formation. They're gonna get a timeout. I gotta believe
3
here,
seconds.
No,
they're rolling. Postal looking to throw. He fires it. Has a man.
That's
Does
incomplete.
Get the ball. That's incomplete, and the Bombers get the stop.
The Bombers get the stop. What a huge stop. But hey, they still got 2 timeouts left. Bombers gonna have to do something here with it for a couple plays. There's still time for the Comets. But what a great defensive stand again by the Bombers. Wow.
We've said it all year. This team, this defensive team, is a bend, don't break team. And they've let this Comets offense move up and down the field, but they have only given up 6 points tonight. This offense now needs to come in and help this defensive team by securing the win.
One of the things we live by in my household is slow down and take a breath right now if you're the Bombers. Fundamental football. Rely on your fundamentals. Do what you know how to do and do it well. Nothing spectacular. Take care of the football.
Miscommunication from Gatchel and Rouse. I think the ball is loose. We just mentioned it, and it looks like the Comets have it. They do. So hold on a second.
Oh, my.
North Polk takes over with the ball. Rouse is trying to plead his case that he was down. It doesn't matter. There's no replays in high school football, so North Polk ball.
Gatchel and Rouse just ran into each other and put it right on the turf for the Comets. By golly. Well, here we go, defense. We've done it to you again. Backs against the wall. Bow up here. Man, that's deflating. But if you're the defense, make a play. Make the tackle in front of you. Holy smokes.
1:21 left in this ball game. 7-6 Bombers lead. North Polk has a chance to get some points before the game is over. They hand it off to Tate up the middle. He gains a good amount of yards.
Field goal kicker.
And they have, like you mentioned, a good field goal kicker who missed one early in the 3rd quarter. Might be an opportunity for him to redeem himself. Clock is rolling. 1:05 left in the 4th quarter. 2nd down. Postal hands it to Tate up the middle, and he is stopped short of the 1st down line. And a timeout called by the Comets.
Oh, man. Brock, I'll tell you what. That's just, I got no other words, but that's a bummer. Just a bummer there on the offensive side. And right as I was just talking about it, we just didn't execute what we needed to. The simple exchange or the play call, where we're at.
Would be a heartbreaker for this Bomber team.
It is. Right now, you're looking at about a 42-yard field goal from where the ball sits right now. 55 seconds to go. North Polk's got one timeout left here. So if you're North Polk, you probably want to get it inside that 20-yard line, right? So you're playing for about 5 or 6 yards. Get it in the spot in the field, maybe middle of the field for where your kicker wants it for the Comets. I expect this ball to go to Tate.
55 seconds left. Third down, short. Handoff to Tate up the middle. He's got a good hole, able to pick up the first down.
Clock will stop on the first down. North
50
Polk
seconds left.
Gonna go in a hurry here.
Clock is rolling. 45 left now. Here's the snap again. A handoff to Tate up the middle. He breaks a couple tackles, gains extra yards after contact, and it'll bring up second down. I think that was a gain of 8.
Yeah, well, it was a gain of too darn many, Brock. I can tell you right now because they're playing for field goal position.
24 seconds left. Postal hands it again. Tate running to the left side. Flag is thrown.
Got a flag. We got a holding, I believe. A holding or a block in the back, I gotta believe.
17 seconds.
This is a big penalty call here, Brock. Oh, and Henry Christensen's down. Hanks had a heck of a game here, especially in the second half, has made some huge plays here for the Bombers. Maybe it's just a cramp. Looks like it could be. Don't want to speculate. Got the trainer out there. Jordan Hayes doing his job.
There is a flag, like we mentioned on this play. Could be huge either way it's called. Of course, we would want it to go the Bombers' way.
It should be a spot foul.
And they're bringing the ball back. Now they're bringing it back.
We've got confusion here.
And we mentioned the clock was stopped. Not this possession, but the last offensive possession for North Polk for about 15 seconds. So right now there would be around 2 seconds on the clock. Instead, 17 seconds left.
Stoppage on the field by the officials. Now we're going to clock stop with a penalty, but it will wind on the play, I believe.
So it looks like it's going to be second down and about 12 here. 17 seconds left. Coaches are getting an explanation right now on the call. Not sure what exactly they're looking for.
It's like Coach Howard's getting the explanation.
Second down again. No, yes, second down and 12. Ball on the 23. 17 seconds left.
And the clock winds.
Handoff to Tate. He's looking for some room, and he is wrapped up and brought down by the Bomber defense. Timeout called with 8 seconds left. So I think they're going to probably kick it here. One would assume. We are. So
ball's on the, what do we look like, 22, 23, guys? What do you got from are we on the 22, 23? 22-yard line, so it's looking like it's going to be 32, 30, 39, 38-yarder. Big kick here coming up for Bloomquist. Noah Bloomquist, the senior kicker, has got plenty of leg. He missed one earlier here tonight into the wind. But this is a high-pressure kick here for Mr. Bloomquist. And the only people that are more nervous than he is are his parents that are watching. And I guess apparently Brock the Bear Bierman. I'll tell you what, this has been a heck of a ball game, folks. Just a heck of a ball game. And if you got the faith, keep the faith, because the Bombers have played their hearts out tonight. And here we go. Do we ice the kicker here? Do we get the timeout? We'll see what they say. Coach Hochul's out there directing traffic. Looks like we're running the old New England Patriots with Vitzum coming off the outside. Where's our side judge at?
So Bloomquist with the opportunity to take the lead for the Comets.
We're getting timeout. We're calling for timeout. Where's our side judge?
Here's the kick. It is away.
It's no good.
And it is
no good. We didn't get the timeout. There's a blessing. Wide left. Wide left. There's a blessing. We didn't get the timeout. We didn't get the timeout. Coach Howard was calling for the timeout. We didn't get it. a blessing in disguise, but now the Bombers got to take care of business here. Handle the snap, execute again. Not to bring up the demons of the past that we just saw. A blessing we didn't get the timeout. Bloomquist missed it left. 4 seconds on the clock. Bombers lead 7-6 here. In a doozy at Rich Strauss Field.
This is a great preview for Big Ten West football.
Holy smokes. The Bombers look like they're in victory formation.
No
the Comets
timeouts
have
left.
no timeouts
If
left.
they can get this kneel down, and I know it doesn't seem that difficult, but we've seen crazier
We're
tonight.
not going to count our chickens before they hatch.
There's the knee, and the Bombers are going to win.
Holy
7-6
Moses.
is the final. Your Bombers come out with a victory against a very impressive North Polk Comets team. And again, we mentioned this over and over again. 7-6 is the final score, but this is a game for the record books.
This is the scoreboard reflects the game as a whole. But the way that our kids competed in the second half, the offensive drive to get the touchdown, the guts, the grit, the passion with which the defense played in this fourth quarter, we stop them with 1:12 to go. We get the ball back. We put it on the turf, give it right back to the Comets, and a huge penalty on the Comets. We cannot overstate that or understate that enough, but a huge penalty. Took them back 10 yards, and a great play on the run play from Tate to hold them to no yards. The Bombers played their tails off, Brock. Just absolutely played their tails off in this game tonight.
Bend, don't break.
Absolutely.
Is what we said over and over again about this Bomber team, and they did not break tonight. 7-6 is your final score. Again, I want to give a shout out to everybody that is still tuning into this game. I know we had issues all night, and I know that we missed some plays that you probably would have loved to see on the stream, but we were able to bring you the final second half. At least we were able to bring you something, and we're happy that we were able to do that. And thank you for staying with us.
Absolutely. Thanks for hanging on with us, guys. But you know what you saw out there in this? You saw the best part. You saw the best part. And I see walking around town, and it's maybe been a few years back, but a lot of people, a lot of kids with shirts that say Bomber Pride on them. Tonight, there's pride in the Bomber program. Because I'm going to tell you right now, not many people gave the Bombers a shot in this football game tonight. We lost a heartbreaker last week. We lost a heartbreaker to Humboldt. Creston got us. But tonight, in a game that we didn't think, we weren't sure if we could win. But we kept it close. We executed when we needed to. When we needed to. That drive in the third quarter with the 2 pass plays. And we had the snafu with the fumble late with Gatchel and Rouse. But the maturation process of Mason Gatchel last week into tonight, we saw the pick. Again, terrible play. The defense had his back, man. That's the Boys of the Fall. If you listen to the song, they had his back. You know what? They believed in him, stuck with him, had the great drive, believed in him. And here again, the defense, they played all 22 guys tonight, played together. And when that stuff happens, you get scenes like you got on the field right now, and you get just a hell of a ball game that we got to call
This
here
was
tonight.
definitely a special night for the Bombers. The fans, the environment tonight was great. That's, again, like I mentioned, I love playing North Polk because they bring their fans too. This environment tonight was electric on both ends. And fortunately for us, it went the Bombers' way on the scoreboard. 7-6 is the final score.
Brock, I don't even want to leave the air right now.
know.
I feel like I'm floating because I can't believe the last minute and 30 seconds of this football game.
Whew. It was a game of its own.
I tell you what, Brock, you're losing your hair. You just lost more tonight. My beard just got more gray as I stood up here for the final 120. But I'm telling you right now, if you want to see guts and you want to have a highlight clip, you show that last 20. And you say, guys, it's in you. And we got a tough one next week against ADM. But guess what? That's next week. We got to relish this win tonight. Be proud of yourselves if you're the Bombers, if you're that coaching staff. Both sides of the ball. We want more out of our offense, sure. But you know what? Enjoy the heck out of this one because that's just a great team win.
And I've called my fair share of Ballard athletic events, and this one's going to be up there in one of my favorite games. And again, we mentioned 7-6 is the final, but man, this was such a fun and special game to be at and be able to call.
A lot of action in that 7-6 score. And again, we would be remiss if we didn't mention our main sponsor for the Ballard Network, those guys over at Flight, Matt and Marianne Pasha. They do a great job. We appreciate them supporting us in our network and what we do. It wasn't great tonight, but you know what we did? Just like the Bombers did, we adapted, we adjusted, and we overcame. And I'll tell you what, again, the old Navy SEAL saying, and I may be getting it wrong, and I apologize to those, but you're never out of the fight. And the Bombers were never out of the fight tonight, and they brought it to the Comets. Unbelievable game, Brock.
7-6 is the final here at Rich Strauss Field here in Huxley, Iowa. Your Bombers come out with a victory. They're on the road next week against the ADM Tigers. Want to give a quick shout out to Flight Bar and Grill for sponsoring our streams this year. By the way, there are still tickets left and available for Sunday's The Flyby Show live in Flight Lounge. We'll be meeting with coaches from the volleyball team, cross-country team, and we got some other special guests as well.
We got some special guests. The football guys, they're in limbo, but maybe we can get them talked into coming on and get excited about this win, because I'll tell you what, outstanding win. But you're right, Brock. Few tickets left for the flyby. It's a great time. Come in. Sunday night football follows us. We got the Chiefs and Jets on after.
I got a great outfit picked out. You guys don't want to miss
come and see Brock.
You do not want to miss the outfit I have picked out for Sunday.
All right, guys.
For Tim Davis, I'm Brock Bierman. Bombers come out with a victory here in Huxley, Iowa, 7-6 against the North Pole Comets. Again, for everybody that helps us out, we want to thank you. For all our viewers, thank you so much. And as always, this is the Ballard Network.